We are tired, overstimulated, and done being responsible at the end of the day. We just want to sit on the couch and scroll our phones, binge our favorite Netflix show, open up a bottle of wine. We tell ourselves we're just going to have a glass, but before we know it, we're a bottle in deep, and we tell ourselves that we deserve to relax. And listen, 1000%. Absolutely. And also incomplete. Here's what I mean when I say that. It's not so much that you and I deserve to relax at the end of each day. It's more so about how we are choosing to relax at the end of each day. And this is exactly what I want to get into in today's video. Your evening is what shapes your identity. So all the things I do in the evening are what's shaping our identity and are what is creating the person we are going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now. So we are our habits. We are our behaviors. Okay. So that's why it's very important for us to be mindful of what we're doing each evening, because I don't know if you ever heard of this, but your subconscious mind is basically what's running the show. It's what's running your life, is what's in your subconscious. So if you're someone that has had a upbringing that was chaotic, neglectful, not good in many ways, that's a lot of how you're going to show up and feel anxious and fear, on edge, and just not enough or worthy or loved in this world. If you didn't know this, your subconscious, the best way to access it is when you're in that sleepy, very restful, hypnotic state, which is in the evening and also early in the morning. Okay, so the best way to start reprogramming your subconscious and to start shaping the identity that you want to have so you can start being the woman you want to be and create and live this life that you want to live, what you do in the evening matters. All right. And listen, I'm not saying never watch TV. I'm just inviting you to be more conscious and intentional with your nighttime activities. Okay. So for example, in the evening, what my client tells me that she does, she started doing this a few months ago, and you can see massive changes in her already. After she has dinner, she goes on an after dinner evening walk. No, she's not really listening to anything. I think sometimes she might be talking to her mom, but she's not consuming content on her evening walk. She's just after dinner having that 15 to 20 minute decompressing walk by herself and her thoughts, or maybe on a conversation with her mom. She loves Netflix. She has a great show that she's watching right now, Emily in Paris. I personally like that show too. But what she does now is before she watches one of the episodes, she's reading a good book for 10 to 15 minutes. She's not putting this pressure on herself to read for an hour every single night. Instead, she's like, what I'm capable of doing. She's like, Nikki, I'm not like you. I'm not going to read for 30, 45 minutes, an hour a night. Not going to do it. She said, but what I can do and what I will do is read at least a chapter a night. That's what I promised myself. That's what I've committed to, is I'm reading one chapter a night. And then she rewards herself with her Emily in Paris episode. And she'll give herself 2 sometimes because they're short. So those simple habits and actions that she started to take late last year in 2025, so really just a few months ago, she is already noticing a massive difference in how she feels the next day. Okay. She wakes up feeling more confident, she tells me. She wakes up feeling more focused, and she also wakes up feeling more hopeful. And especially with like the world stuff going on, like that really gets her down. She wakes up feeling more hopeful and just more in control. And I tell her, and I'm sharing this with you, like, absolutely that makes sense, because you're not letting life in the world happen to you. You are stepping in and choosing to make these, to take these conscious actions and create these conscious habits in your life. After dinner walk, okay, and then reading at least a chapter or for 10 to 15 minutes before you watch your Netflix show. And I'm so proud of her for that, because we're talking about someone who was a chronic binger of shows, but also chronic social media user. And listen, I'm not judging anybody who is like this. I'm not trying to call out my client. I'm not going to say her name to protect her privacy, but I just have compassion for this behavior, because if it's something you've been doing for years and it's deeply programmed and ingrained, it's pretty friggin' hard to change, right? And that's another reason why I'm a big proponent of investing in yourself, in coaching or therapy, whatever it is you feel will be most helpful, because habits are so hard to change. And when you have someone, really helping you with this and giving you tools and guiding you, and you're investing in yourself, and you just have accountability each week, it makes it easier to start creating healthier lifestyle habits. Becoming the woman and living the life, like feeling the way you want to feel, and start creating the experiences that you want to have, right? Maybe you have been single for a while. You haven't been wanting to date because you've been in toxic relationship after toxic relationship, right? Like you never noticed the red flags until it was too late. You really lost yourself in that relationship. A lot of mental abuse had happened and you're like, nope, I'm being single. Single is better than risking another heartbreak or more abuse. But let's say that you're like, okay, I realize that I do want a healthy relationship. I want to share my life with somebody, but you want to do it to where you're not repeating the same pattern. I promise you, nighttime habits are going to help you get in the right space to really feel confident and safe and self-assured to start dating, right? And noticing red flags, or just really having higher standards, maybe without even realizing having higher standards, right? Because when you feel like you are respecting yourself and loving yourself and really doing a good job at reparenting yourself, because maybe you had crappy parenting growing up. So now you got to do the work on reparenting yourself to turn your life around. Accessing your subconscious mind to do this rewiring from all this childhood trauma, okay, or past relationship trauma, accessing your subconscious mind in the evening and in the morning with these healthier habits are really going to get you to that place to dating again with less fear and with more excitement and with more confidence. What you do at night is what shapes your identity. If you are journaling 5 things you're grateful for, if you are really slowing down and staring out the window at the beautiful moon that we've had lately, this is really going to help you access your subconscious to really start feeding your brain the medicine and the proper nutrition that your brain needs. I just wanted to share this example from one of my clients and just inspire some ideas on, okay, ask yourself, okay, what am I doing now? How is that making me feel the next day, right? Because our nighttime habits do leave an emotional residue for the next day, right? So if you're downing a bottle of wine most evenings, you're not going to feel good the next day. If you're binging 3 hours and not going to bed until 2 a.m., you're not going to feel good the next day. Feed your brain, your subconscious, really start rewiring and shaping a new identity before you reward yourself with that show. Because doing this a little bit every single evening, right? Changing your habits, starting slowly, and without maybe even realizing it, and this can happen fast, start becoming this woman that you've been longing to become. And you notice that, wow, it's actually been happening within a matter of a few weeks. It's not just a pipe dream. Do away with the things that just keep you comfortable. Because the woman you want to become, it's not built in these big moments. It's really built in these small moments and these quiet hours when nobody's looking. Okay, when nobody's watching, when it's just you, yourself, and you. And that's really who you have to prove yourself to, is you. All right. So if this speaking to you, if this is landing, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're ready to speed up the process, fast track this process on becoming the woman that you really want to become, and honestly, my love, that you already are within, you just need some help pulling her out, right? You're ready to heal from the past, not let it hold you back anymore. You're ready to create some healthier lifestyle habits. You're ready to start doing this inner work to really start living the life you want to live, okay, calling in the healthy relationship, maybe starting this new career, taking some other bold steps and actions in your life, I'd love to help you inside A Confident Woman Unleashed. That is my signature program. You can learn more about that on my website. It's nikkimcmillan.com, just my name. I'll put it below in the description here. I'll also put it in the comments. Check it out. Do your due diligence. Read a little bit about my past, right? And how, and really understand that I'm speaking here from experience. You can also learn about the women. There's a bunch of testimonials, the women that I've helped over the years, where they were, what we did together, and where they are now. And I guarantee you'll probably see a lot of yourself in one of their stories. And if what you are reading and learning on my website and about my program, I really give a lot of detail there. If it's speaking to you and you're ready to take that next step and invest in yourself, book in a free 30-minute clarity call. Let's hop on the phone, have a conversation, and then determine if working together would be the best, wise next step for you. Thank you for watching today. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. If you like me, my vibe, how I explain things, how I teach things on this YouTube channel, so you don't miss my video that will come out next week. See you then.